Let us continue playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. When we last left off, we're on our final bit of the revenge tour. Can we beat the Wererats? Can we beat Viscount Smolderburn? The answer is almost certainly no, and maybe with some cheese. But let's see how this goes anyway. We don't have any silver weapons. We don't have anything that's going to overcome the damage reduction 10, but we do have Valerie with a lot of defense. We do have some options available to us, and we're going to see what we can do. At the very least, we're going to get some trap experience. You know, assuming we don't die trying to disarm all these traps, because they are very high traps in terms of difficulty level. But we have a number of pluses going for us, so let's see how this goes. We do need Harem to fight them, though, so we will be
all according to plan.
Being somewhat cautious on our way up.
I see something.
Okay, one disarm.
A trivial matter.
So the native difficulty of these is 21, by the way.
Would you look at that?
And again, these are all fine. We do have to actually find things.
It is finished.
There's definitely a trap here. Nope, there isn't. Okay. Corpse always equals trap, generally speaking, but apparently not that time.
I see something.
Good work.
A trivial matter.
I mean, these are still worth 56 experience points each. How far are we? We're miles from level 6.
What's that?
So we're not going to hit level 6 anytime soon. Probably not anytime this chapter.
A trivial matter.
But we might as well get these disables.
You see that?
Because this is the easy bit. This is the bit we can do.
It is finished.
I'm actually going to save here because I've now said that something is going to go badly wrong.
In due time.
There you go. And I think this might be the last one. Maybe one more.
A trivial matter.
Okay, we've gone and done everything. Alright, that's perfect. Right, now we're going to prepare ourselves for this.
That is not far.
So, let's have a think about what we can do to prep ourselves here. We have a +2 Great Club, which I hadn't registered was a +2 weapon. Reasonable, but again, not silver. We have nothing silver, which is important to note. We have one True Strike, one Magic Missile, another one Magic Missile, Lead Blades, Fine Traps, Ear-Piercing Screen, Bane, Lesser Restorations, Resistance, Cold. Nothing that's really showing a huge amount of benefit at this point in the thing. We do have Remove Curse Potions. We have Enlarge Potions as well. So we could potentially go for an Amiri drink here, just to see if we can manage something with that. We can go and let's go type descending, because that might be easy. Not type ascending, that might be easier for us to manage. We do have mage armor, which I suppose we might as well all drink. Whatever benefit we get out of this. Honestly, if we had other resistances, this might work. Deflection bonuses to AC. Could go for some vanish spells. I'm kind of half tempted to see what we can do with that, but that's fine. Also, I have just registered... That's like auto scroll. We do have a Call Lightning as well. It might be our best spell cast that we can get out of you for the time being, so let's replace that with that. Corrosive Touch. Less. We do have protection from evil. We have, well, protection from Chaos Communal. We have, I think we have protection from Evil Communal. Why can't you use that?
Oh, sorry. Was lost
Cast
in
that.
fog.
Well,
Go for the bless spell.
I won't let you down.
We have web, we have that. Mirror image.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Mirror image.
Yes, I'm still here.
Alright, we have the protection from evil communal. Next up, we're going to have... That's all fine. I think the next step, actually, is go... See invisibility.
I
So
know
that
what
is a
to
thing
do.
we're going to have to deal with on
I
the inside
am
of
your
this.
shield.
What troubles you?
Done with waiting.
Divine Favor and
Here I am.
Divine Favor, and then we enter. Finally,
And Lindsay was called forth.
play the recording. Charge.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Rat sneak attack 9. Okay. Here we go. Scorching Ray. We actually dropped that one, so that's the weaker one. The other one's the level 8 one, isn't it? Or I imagine it's got to be. Let's move forward. I knew that was going to happen, but now we have you, who's going to go out and do this. At least be a threat. Get the attacks of opportunity going.
This was not part of the plan.
But it was an expected thing that was going to happen.
Let us strike as one.
Alright, miss. Lindsay. Did we not cast our mirror image on ourselves? We do have a mirror image up. Let's go for a grease spell on this guy. Can we cast the grease spell? Alright, grease spell there. Alendi has failed the saving throw, but he's also down, so we're not too worried about that. Harim. Let's go for an Bone Shaker. 20 damage from the rare rat. It did fail its saving throw, and that did reasonable amount of damage. We're going to move back because again we're trying to make the thing here a bit more awkward. Also, Mystic Deed of Concealment, because unfortunately throwing grenades like that does not cause the thing. We're going to move 29 in this direction. Again, try to spread out a bit. Scorching Ray on you. Sneak attack for 24. There's a good amount of damage. Actually, you have higher skill than I thought you did. Level 8 Alchemist, and you're the level 8 Rogue. 41 critical hit attack of opportunity. We don't need much damage here. But we didn't get a hit. I say the hope is that Valerie's able to just hold this guy back with a high armor class.
Do not falter.
We're struggling to hit him as well, but you know.
Serves you right.
Miss. Alright, let's go for a Bone Shaker. I want to kill this guy. Get rid of the bombs. Alright, bombs gotten rid of. Harim moves up. Alright, Amiri. Big attack. 13 reduced. Alright, now I think we got this. Magic Missile. Immune to Magic Missile. Good to know. 5 attacks, but also making Amiri better. Or would be, had unfortunately Grease not affected things. 19, 19, 20. Did get the hit on 20.
Onwards.
Okay.
You
attack.
deserved it.
What else do we have? We have Core Sphere. Core Sphere could work. Heavenly Fire. 1d4 plus 1 for everything. This is not subject to energy resistance or immunity. Worth a try. Rage and attack. Miss. Hitting on 11s, though, is quite nice. Right, so Magic Missile doesn't work. Stone Fist probably won't work. That probably won't work either. Let's just shoot.
Consider me provoked.
0, unfortunately. Yeah, it's the damage reduction 10 that's the problem. Realistically, it's pretty much a Muriel bust at this point. But Smilodon, in theory, gets d6 extra damage, so let's go for it. It keeps passing its reflex save. If it falls, then it loses its dexterity, so that's nice. Also, it's attacking the Kukri. We might get a better Kukri out of this.
Stay behind me.
4 reduced. So we would have done 14, did 4 instead. D10 plus 5. Oh boy.
Any last wishes?
Yeah, in theory, Lindsay can harm it as well, because, again, combining it all. Oh, actually, no, the fire damage works. D6 fire damage works. Alright, fair enough. In that case, can we get a Burning Hands? Arcane spell failure. Oh god, yeah, we're in armor. With okay, we need to solve that at some point. 11 reduced. Therefore, I don't think you can actually do anything that harms him, unfortunately. You shouldn't have arcane spell failure, but I'm noticing that if we go with this, you are going to... Alright, it's decided it is all or nothing. Let's try that again. Can I not angle this at all for helpfulness? Alright, fine. Back we go. Zero damage. I mean, D4 plus 7 is enough to potentially do the minimum damage to him, so it is kind of worth it. Fallen over. Perfect. Valerie attack.
Never strike is one.
Lindsay attack.
This is where I step in.
Harim, don't think there's anything we can do here. Try another arcane spell failure, I suppose. Yeah, Burning Hands works. 41 damage crit, and done. We end up with 2 magical Kukris out of that lot. Alright, let's go over our rewards here, because this was... Yeah, this was kind of decent. So we have now upgraded our weapons significantly, so we can take off these, because I don't think we need these anymore. So we have a Kukri plus 1, and somewhere... we have a Keen Kukri plus 1. So that is critting on a 15 to 21. And because it is us using it, we use our Dexterity for attack bonus. Do we use Dexterity for damage as well? We should be. There we go. D4 plus 7. And then D4 plus 4 on this one. Yeah, that is a huge upgrade. Also, we get a headband of vast intelligence. Not sure who we give that to, actually, offhand, because, I mean, wizard. Yeah, of course we do. It's all the people who aren't quite sorcerers that are doing that. And we can give the belt of incredible dexterity to you as well, but I'm wondering if we give it to somebody else right now. Honestly, it makes the most sense on you, so there we go. We then have some Bombardier's suits, which is a +1 max dexterity of 6. So it is an increase, isn't it, at this point? +2 on attack rolls with bombs and similar weapons. I mean, strictly speaking, it's better than what we got, so... But only if we throw bombs at him, so something to think about. Meanwhile... Yeah, that was extremely decent. Let's find out what our other rewards are for this place. Party suffers from medium encumbrance, and we get ourselves a Wand of Shield. Not the most amazing thing in the world, but hey, this has been an extremely successful trip. Let's get us out of here, and let's see what we can do. So we are going to need to heal up, and I'm expecting that we're going to have to rest before we get to the next place anyway. Yeah, eaten by rodents. Doesn't matter, we dealt with those.
Patience.
Adventures call to them.
Do you want to just throw the medium heal on here just so I don't forget about it? Okay. imagine we'll be fine, but let's move on. So the next task, the harder task, is going to be dealing with this thing. We're not going to travel that way. We're going to go up this way, along this way. And we're going to camp before we go any further.
Your muscles are to die for. Can I touch them?
Hell no! You and Ragongar both.
Ragongar.
Keep your hands away from me.
Alright. Now we camp, we maintain armor, we cook an excellent shepherd's pie. We are prepared. Of course, we're going to be camping effectively again by going into this place, but, you know, it is what it is. Also, we are on death's door, which is something to think about. But actually, this...
In due time.
The problem with the skull is it doesn't do that much damage. It's just, unfortunately, really, really, really hard to hurt. But, if we prepare, we set ourselves up with some resistances to fear. If we get some resistances to electrical energy as well, that'd be useful. But we'll see what we can manage. There we go. Alright. So, what can we in fact do? It's a shock short sword, I've just realised as well. Electrical damage. I think it deals electrical damage, so I don't know if it necessarily does anything here. My assumption is it's evil and chaotic, but I guess I don't know it's evil. Well, I don't know it's chaotic. I know it's probably evil. Something I should probably have worked out ahead of time. We'll set up the communal scroll of chaos just on Harem in case, but the expectation is it's not that we need. What we need is immunity to fear as much as possible, so let's see what we can do here. I'm fairly certain that we sort of have the encounter immediately afterwards, so what we need to do...
What's the holdup?
1 minute per level. I'm fairly certain it just starts immediately, but I also don't know that for certain. We're going to save, we're going to set up our buffs, and then we're going to sleep immediately and see if this does anything.
I'm listening.
So, you go to that. You
Outdoor
go
adventures
for
are good for skin and body shape, but they just ruin the
Anything
hair.
is possible.
Mirror, mirror.
Sorry, was lost in thought.
Remove fear on yourself.
No mistakes.
We're going to get ourselves set up as invisible, because that might actually matter, weirdly.
Give the order.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Grease won't do anything. Nothing else there is going to buff too much.
I'm still here.
You'll never see me coming.
Here!
You don't have anything... I mean, you can convert something to a arcane bond. No, we'll ignore that.
I am prepared.
I'm listening.
Just letting the ink dry.
I don't think that stacks. 10 minutes up, 10 minutes up. Let's go perform,
What you want?
divine, and divine. Spend the night. Let's see what happens. Do we keep all of our buffs is the important question here. No, 9 hours passed, so basically that hasn't worked. Or maybe it has. We do seem to have... Your fear tastes so delicious. Okay, we do keep all of our buffs despite the rest. Okay, good to know. It's gone for the fear. The good news is I don't think that's actually hit anybody, which is nice. Okay, we're going to go invisible.
You'll never see me coming.
And prepare ourselves over here. Alright, hurry. So what do we know about this guy before we go any further? We know next to nothing. We don't appear to have a bless up for some reason, because that's about to run out, so we'll bless. Alright, 5 attacks. Essentially, I think we're hitting on 20s anyway, so it's just basically a case of how many of these do we get. Let's see if we can do anything with a Scorching Ray here. Hitting on 18. I mean, that's better than I was expecting. Yeah, we got that up. Daze isn't working.
Serves you right.
Mass attack, I guess, is the way we go.
Do not falter.
Hitting on 19. We're going to go Aid. No idea if stacking hit points matters at all here, but we're going to do that. Alright, Valerie failed her throw, but that was the only one who did. Alright, we're invisible.
Should do it.
We hit on 2 invisible and it didn't work. Alright, what else can we do? Remove Fear, I suppose. Alright, similar done. 5 attacks. 120 required. Nope. Alright, so our 2 touch attacks have failed. Grease wouldn't do anything. Let's just shoot. And this is now going to become a factor of how many 20s can we hit. And whether we survive the thing. Because it's going to run out of these bursts eventually.
They go down!
If we do hit 20s though, we're probably okay. Alright. We're going to do a thing here. We're going to step back. I happen to know we have a bunch of Vanish spell potions. I also happen to know that it's lost a lot of its dexterity when we attacked it from invisible, so I think this has a reasonable shot at working. Let's drink a potion of Vanish. Or equip it. In fact, we're going to equip all 3.
They'll never see me coming.
Alright. So we're going to alternate every other attack here. Harim, Heavenly Fire? And we still have to hit the darn thing, unfortunately. Power attack doesn't really matter because I think we hit on 20s regardless of it, but let's just that. Plus 10. Yeah, the -1 from power attack actually isn't making a difference, so we might as well have the extra 2 damage. We know magic missile doesn't work.
This is for you. Any last wishes?
Nope. Small Burn has caused an attack of up here, which is unfortunate because this is how it mostly does its damage. Miss. More fear going on. Alendi,
A
stab.
calculated risk.
19s! I mean, better than we were expecting. We need to remove fear, except I don't have any more of those available. We can cause fear, but not remove. Alright, let's attack. 5 attacks. I mean, eventually the 5% chances are going to take their toll. That is the hope.
I'll fight if I have to.
Alright, we need to remove fear on...
May I suggest another way to use this spell?
No, you may not suggest anything. Alright, move up and remove fear.
May I suggest another way to use this
Alright,
spell?
it's out of range.
This is where I step in.
Valerie, if you can move ever so slightly closer, that would be useful for us, but that's fine. We'll catch up with you later. Alright, more fear. Double stab.
This will hurt.
19s or 20s. No. Harim?
Your life ebbs low.
Octavia
You
attacks.
Stop me.
And we go for remove fear. That's probably as close as we can get. Alright, Miri charges.
Bring it!
Alright, now it's gone into direct attacks. I think the best thing for us to do is actually turn this off. Because I think now is just a case of we need to hit. We got a sneak attack, 16. And a 15. We're actually able to hurt the thing. Kind of. 1 reduced. Alright, Harim. We're going to have you step. Actually, no, that's fine. Keep going. And will be. 11. That's 7. Okay, let's go for another one. Harim, let's go for a burst of healing. And another one. I mean, if it's focusing on Harim, I'm not no problems. And even Valerie's back now, which is quite nice. One more. How are we doing in terms of damage at this point? It is kind of getting there, I think.
What a waste. Become as dust.
7 reduced. 17 reduced. Do you want to just keep topping up our dwarf friend here? Tax opportunity being what they are. Yeah. I mean, we'll still keep it up, though. Darn it. Well, now you're attacking Valerie, which hopefully is going to give us a bit more time. I'm going to flip back to turn-based at the moment. Largely because I want to see how much... Nearly dead! Alright, that's it. One more hit, hopefully. And it was exactly one more hit. We get a diamond, which we can use for resurrection abilities. We're also going to spend the night here because we can. And thus, we have finished our revenge tour. We've killed everything that we couldn't kill initially.
Follow my lead.
We're going to have to run back to Oleg's to heal the mortal wounds. But you know what? That was a pretty successful trip. Let's leave. We got ourselves some upgraded weapons. We've got ourselves all of the stuff required. We've done, I believe, everything we can reasonably do for Chapter 1. So now it is time to heal up and go to the Stag Lord. So, what I will do is, unless there is anything significant that happens along the way, and I might take an alternate path because, again, we have 49 days. I might just try and fill in a few more bits on the map here. We do have this, but I think actually that's in the fog and we can't get to it. We'll check that when we get down to here in truth. But our plan is head back up, fill in some gaps, back to Oleg's, and then we see what happens. So, assuming nothing interesting happens, we'll be back and ready when we get there. So, until then.